It's time for baseball on MLB Network. Today, the finale of this quick two-game series between the Arizona Dimondbacks and the Houston Astros. Two playoff hopefuls duke it out for wild card standing. Next. Justin Verlander is on the mound for Game 2. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that pitched in the All-Star game earlier this year. I like the way this guy goes about his business. He attacks the strike zone, and one of the things he's not afraid to do, let the opposing team put the ball in play. A solid all-around pitcher.
Into the box, Alek Thomas. He will lead this one off today.
Off the afternoon for Arizona, the right fielder, Alek Thomas.
First pitch on its way from Verlander. To first. Gurriel scoops it up, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
Batting second, the shortstop, Nick Ahmed.
Up next for Arizona, Nick Ahmed. Now here's the pitch. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Into the Crawford boxes and gone. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 16 for him on the year. And the Diamondbacks strike first. It's 1-0.
Well, he hit a homer last night, too, so it's obvious that he's in a groove right now. My advice to this staff, don't give him anything he can extend his arms on. You do, and he's going to make you pay for it just like he did.
So now to the plate, Ketel Marte. A ball and no strikes. Fellas, taking a look at these Astros entering play here this afternoon. They come in playing well. 6-3 over the last 9 ball games, including a victory last time out.
Hey, Dan, first game was a blowout right there. Let's see if they can get the 2-game sweep. Not always easy, but when it's not 3 or 4 games, maybe we could scratch this one out.
Yeah, especially when you won as big as they won the first one in this one, D-Row. As soon as that first game is over, you're thinking, hey, we got really a big chance to sweep here, particularly when it's only a 2-game series.
High that time with the slider taken for a ball. One out, nobody on. Fouled away. The 2-2.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
3-2 pitch. Now a swing as he rifles this one into center for a base hit.
Dan, how frustrating that must be. 8-pitch at bat, and he's able to work a base hit.
D-Bro, he threw everything but the kitchen sink at him. He threw off-speed pitches, fastballs, and on the 8th pitch, left one out over the plate. Just enough for a base hit.
Into the box now, David Peralta. Sends that one out of play for strike one. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch.
That's not an easy pitch to do anything with, right? 96 miles an hour in on the hands. You almost have to be looking for that pitch to be able to do anything with that.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Runners on the move for second. All even now, 2-2. Marte leads off first with one away. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are two gone now.
Runner on first in a double play situation, so you expect to see a lot of pitches down in the zone. So I think that pitch up right there was a good one. Obviously, the double play is more efficient, but you're always going to take a K when you're on the mound.
So here's Eduardo Escobar in the dirt here, and a nice job keeping it close. It's ball one. Here's the 1-0. That's wide, 2-0. His line against Justin Verlander, he's got 2 hits in 18 at-bats. And that's in there, 2-1.
Love the fact the pitcher challenged him in that spot right there. Didn't love the location. But I got to be honest with you, I think he's got him on his heels right now. Don't be shocked if he attacks the zone again.
Fastball catches the black there for a called strike. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty, we got a good one behind the dish today in Ed Drummond. Well liked by all people, pitchers, batters, managers. All you want as a player is the ability to talk to someone. And that's what Ed does. He gives you that chance.
Hero, you hit a nail right on the head. He has a real long fuse. He's not afraid to let a hitter or a pitcher, I'm not saying complain about a particular pitch, but he's not the guy that's going to get mad and throw somebody and give him the boot just because a guy doesn't like a pitch or a pitcher thinks that a pitch is a strike and they call it a ball.
A payoff pitch one more time. Popped him up. Correa will put this one away, and the side is retired. Luke Weaver is on the mound for the Diamondbacks. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Boy, talk about a guy that's hard to score off of. Last 3 starts, an ERA of under 1. So if you think you're going to score a lot of runs off this guy, you better get him early, because once he settles in, he's awfully tough. And Matty B, this is one of the top pitchers in the sport right now.
Digging in now, Kyle Tucker. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Well, guys, these Diamondbacks, as they begin play, they come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty, they got to find a way to put yesterday behind them. They got pounded without question, but today is a new day, and they regroup and grind and try and do the little things to try and win this ball game.
A ball and a strike to Houston's leadoff batter. Hit sharply on the ground, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Hey, some guys look out there, Dan. They don't care. They can't execute the ball the other way. It's not that easy. They're going to hit it as hard as they can, right into the shift, and let the chips fall where they may.
You know, it's hard, D-Row, when you've come up all the way through high school, little league, college ball, and the minor leagues, and you're used to pulling the ball. That's the type of hitter you are. Some of these hitters are going to have to try to make some changes with these exaggerated shifts.
Josh Reddick is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. Nobody out, runner on first. Throw over to the bag, runner back safely. And another throw over. And he'll dive back in. The 1-0 home. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now. Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. Ball 3. Throw over to first, just keeping him close. The 3-1 is in there for a full count now. 3-2.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
The 3-2 pitch lifted down the line in left, and that will end up a foul ball. A runner at first with no outs here. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Starts him out with a changeup for a strike. Altuve is unlike many of today's hitters in the sense that he doesn't have a lot of swing and miss in his approach at the plate. More often than not, he gets contact, and I'm sure that makes him a frustrating hitter to face from a pitcher's standpoint.
You know, he takes his chances when he has count leverage. Without question, 1-0, 2-0, you'll see this guy try and get nasty a little bit, but he stays within himself. He knows what his strengths are, and he tries to drive the ball right back where it came from.
So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Yordan Alvarez. He's currently 4th in the AL in RBIs, and he's got a chance to add to that total right here.
Well, big-time power threats like him tend to rack up a lot of RBIs. He's also way up there on the home run leaderboard.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Hey, this dude's clearly capable of clearing the bases with one swing. So I think the approach to this guy is trying to keep the ball off the plate. See if they can get him to chase something.
The 1-0 home is taken for ball 2.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
The 2-0 on the way.
Hey. The count is 2-1.
Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
And the count will be full. Now the payoff pitch home. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late, had no chance to put that ball in play.
George Springer the next to hit, and he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. He enters play with 14 home runs to his credit this year. And it's 1-1.
1-1.
2 men are on with 2 men out. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. The 1-2.
Ball inside.
This is on the ground over to first. Fielded cleanly, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. It's quite possible the humidity has finally taken its toll on some of the fans. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. New inning set to get underway, and next to hit is the catcher, Stephen Vogt.
Stephen Vogt.
First pitch coming. Here it is. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. And now a toss to the pitcher Verlander for the out.
Batting seventh, the first baseman, Kevin Crowe.
Ready now for the Dimondbacks, Kevin Crowe, looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. First offering on its way.
1-0.
The 1-0.
Hey!
Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. A good pitch, but if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Inside for a ball as he falls behind to him here. 3-1. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to first, and Verlander's got it going here. 2 away.
Batting eighth, the designated hitter, Jake Lamb.
Jake Lamb standing in now. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And he takes ball 1. Two out, nobody on. 2-0 to the Diamondbacks DH. 3-0 now.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
And he won't even have to take the bat off its moorings. A 4-pitch walk here.
3 of those pitches were definitely out of the zone, but that last pitch looked pretty darn good to me. You're not usually going to get many favorable calls on 3-0, though. You have to earn that spot.
Digging in, Ildemaro Vargas, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. First pitch on its way. And this one's in the dirt.
That's a ball.
Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Vargas is holding on to a batting average way down in the 210s.
Yeah, Matty, he's well aware of it. Runners in scoring position, that's where you need.
Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. Gone! A two-run blast to straightaway right field. 6th home run on the season for him as the D-backs have now taken a 3-0 lead.
You don't see this very often off of this starting pitcher. This guy's not used to giving up some bombs, so I'm sure that'll be a wake-up call, and he'll start throwing some better pitches.
At the plate now, Alec Thomas. As Verlander jumps ahead of him here with strike one. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. Misses for the 2nd ball.
Good job to lay off that 1-2 breaking ball. Put himself right back in this at bat.
Here now the 2-2. Locks him up for strike 3. But the Diamondbacks pick up a couple courtesy of this 2-run home run. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. It's now 3-0 Arizona. Last half of the 2nd set to go, and that'll bring up the LSU product, Alex Bregman.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Here comes the first pitch.
Ball, that's upstairs.
Love the early lead, but this game is far from over. Got to stay on top of what you're trying to do out there and execute pitches.
And that's too high, ball 2.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
And he fouls this one off. Fouled off. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
He walked a guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Right fielder is on the run. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Batting 7. Non-shortstop, Carlos.
Okay, here's how the Snakes are lining up defensively. And let's focus our attention on shortstop Nick Ahmed. Defense is this guy's calling card. One of the slickest defenders in our game. Super sure-handed and doesn't get enough love on the defensive side of the ball.
Here's Carlos Correa now. As he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. The average coming in at 266. 25 homers, 56 runs batted in. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Pitch on the way. Big rip at the curveball, but he comes up empty, and it's even at 2-2.
Now that's when you know it's a good pitch. He broke off a really nice breaking ball down in the zone right there, and even though this is one of the best hitters around, he waved right through it.
Lazy fly ball out to center field. Right fielder coming on. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Batting in, the first baseman, Yuli.
Striding in for Houston, Yuli Gurriel. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Now the pitch. Weak grounder down the line at third. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Here it comes. Behind 0-2 now. Curveball locks him up, strike 3, and that's the 3rd out. Astros go down 1-2-3. They trail in this one 3-0. Top of the 3rd set to get underway, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Nick Ahmed.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Popped him up. Under it is Altuve, and he's got it for the 1st out.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? One pitch, one out, a pop-up to start the inning.
Stepping into the box, Ketel Marte. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. One and two now as that one's fouled off. Now here's the pitch.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
No offer on that one, and Verlander's run at full now, 3-2. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Another payoff pitch. High in the air out to center field. Tucker waits on it. 2 down.
Now batting, the left fielder, David Peralta.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, David Peralta. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit.
Not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot that time for the former pitcher David Peralta. 12 home runs for him now thus far, and the Diamondbacks have stretched their lead now to 4-0. So that was the 3rd home run for these guys today.
D-Rose, some days the fellas walk in with their hitting shoes on, and this looks like one of those games.
Yeah, but there's a saying going around the dugout right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants a chance to get into that batter's box.
Eduardo Escobar standing in. 1-0 the count. fouled away. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. And he'll get in there safely.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Stephen Vogt will stand in for the second time as he watches one miss low. It's a ball and no strikes. Ball and no strikes. Here it is. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. 2 out with the man at first. One and two.
I just think after seeing both those pitches right there, 96, you have to be on the fastball or you're not going to catch up. If you're sitting off speed, that fastball is going to blow right by you.
A 2-ball, 2-strike count to the Diamondbacks catcher. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. But the D-backs tack on courtesy of this solo home run. Bottom of the third coming up. It's now 4-0 Arizona.
We're back now as the Astros ready to bat in the third inning, and as they do, it's a good time to discuss their offense, which has been a real source of pride for this club. I caught up with some of the players before the game, and one of the pitchers told me, let's just say I'm extremely happy I don't have to face our lineup. Our guys rake, and the numbers prove it. And that they do. They enter this game with one of the best OPSs in the league, meaning they are consistently one of the best at getting guys on and driving the baseball with authority. Guys, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
The catcher, Corey.
Here's the first pitch to him. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike one. And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2.
You got to cover the whole plate now after letting him steal 2 strikes on the inside half.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Scooped up. And that's out number 1. So with one gone in the inning, we'll take a look at where these guys sit in the standings, and I think they can pretty much start to think about next year because they are well back in the division race. So the bases are empty with one man gone, and in to hit next will be the outfielder Kyle Tucker. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fastball in there for a called strike.
It's been more than 2 innings since this guy's allowed anyone to reach base. He looks pretty unbeatable on the bump right now.
1 out, nobody on. 1 strike pitch is a fastball high, and that evens things at 1. And it's fouled away.
Nope.
Fastball here misses low, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Smoke the other way, high and deep to left. Goodbye home run. A solo shot here to left, number 10 for him on the year. As they get on the board, it's 4-1 now.
Every once in a while, the speed guy will jump up and bite one. He absolutely crushed that baseball. Doesn't fit his usual tool description, but he can go deep if you leave one over the heart of the plate.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick.
The right fielder.
As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. Reddick, a native of Georgia. This is his 12th season in the big league, so he's put together a really nice career to this point.
Yeah, Matty, you ain't kidding right there. 10 years, we refer to that in the biz as hitting full pension.
And that's in there, base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
So a runner on first with one out now, and striding in the speedy second baseman, Jose Altuve. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he gets under this one a bit as this is lifted into center field. Marte is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
The batter, number 44. Designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez.
And he's the reigning American League Player of the Month.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Inside.
Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. A runner on first with two away. Right. 1-1 to count. From the belt, kicks and deals.
That's Bolton.
Sitting in a good spot right here. 2-ball, 1-strike count is yet to see a fastball. Have to be sitting on one right here.
Hit on the ground out to short. There is Ahmed. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Astros get a run here courtesy of the solo homer. We played 3 full. It's the Dimondbacks 4 and the Astros 1. And we're back in Houston. Welcome back to Minute Maid Park as we check in with Heidi.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Torey Lovello about the Diamondbacks' offensive production. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've already put 4 runs on the board, and they've done so by running up their opponent's pitch count. So he said he thinks they're going to have a lot more opportunities to score because of that as the game goes on.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. All set for the start of the inning, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Kevin Crone.
The first baseman, Kevin Crone.
Now the pitch. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down, or he won't be out here very long.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out.
Now batting, designated hitter, Jake Lamb.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and in to hit next will be Jake Lamb. First pitch on its way from Verlander.
1-0.
And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Line hard to center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
The batter, number 15, second baseman, Ildemaro Vargas.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Ildemaro Vargas. He hit a two-run jack in his first at-bat.
The last at-bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. 4 runs, 5 hits. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now 2-0.
I wonder if that homer rattled him a little bit. He's certainly a little bit more cautious against him this time around.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. Alec Thomas would be next. The 3-0. And he'll just float a change in here now for a strike. 4-1 our score as we play inning number 4. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1. So now we've got a battle on our hands.
Verlander deals the 3-2. Popped him up. Bregman is there, and the side is retired. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. D-backs out in front, 4-1. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And standing in is the veteran outfielder, George Springer. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now Springer belts one, carrying well out to left. Peralta going back to the track, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
One pitch, one swing of the bat, and they've got a man in scoring position just like that. On the mound, he's probably happy it stayed in the yard. He jumped all over the first thing he saw and almost got to round the bases.
And that'll bring up Alex Bregman. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Marte is right there, 1 down. Runner in scoring position at second with 1 away. And ambling over to the batter's box is Carlos Correa. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a line drive out toward the gap in right center. He pulls into second safely as a run also comes in to score, making it a 2-run ball game.
Just some more of the same from him. He's been clutch all year with runners in scoring position, and he does it again here with a double. Tack on another RBI to his season total.
Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel hit hard to the right. Foul. Gurriel, a veteran at 35 years of age. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. The 0-1 on its way. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
With the way this guy's throwing on the mound, you cannot be chasing. You have to set your sights a little bit lower and control the strike zone.
Hits are even right now at 5 aside. A little roller toward the hole. Oh, and he can't come up with it.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And he fouls this one off. The 1-1 home. Two runs, 6 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. A 2-2 count to the Astros catcher.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Here now the 2-2. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. There's one, but wisely no thought of a return throw, and the inning will continue.
Well, they really didn't have a shot at turning 2 on the high chopper. They only get 1, and that allows the runner from third to score.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Kyle Tucker. He's off to a fast start in this one, 2 for 2, including a home run.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Two out with the man at first. Now a throw over and a dive, but he's back in there. Now the 1-1 pitch.
Nope, that's bad.
Hit pretty well out toward right center field. A ball that's carrying. And he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We played 4 full. It's the Dimondbacks 4 and the Astros 3. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Alec Thomas.
Alec Thomas.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Well, he's still out there to start the 5th inning, but it's been a real grind of a start for him. The pitch count is much higher than he'd like it to be, so it's hard to imagine him working really deep into this game.
Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
Now the 2-0. He's in there for strike 1.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
Ball even at 2-2.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the 2nd time today, he's gone on strikes.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
Stepping in now, Nick Ahmed. As he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Nope, that's inside.
We're in the 5th inning of a 4-3 ball game here. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. Here's the 2-1 home. His eyes lit up on that one above the zone, but he comes up empty.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor and he's swinging a pitch that bad? Not good.
Still 2-2. Here it comes. Grounded down the third baseline. Bregman fields it cleanly, and the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. And definitely worth another look with our show track data. Great reaction from the hot corner to make the backhand stop, and then he unleashes that very strong throw while in the air all the way across the diamond. He's going to be smiling about that one. Striding into the box, Ketel Marte. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Springer has a read on it, and that retires the side. So 1-2-3 go the Dimondbacks, but they hang on to a 1-run lead, 4-3. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and that brings up the former Gold Glover Josh Reddick.
The right fielder, Josh Reddick.
First offering on its way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Into the corner and slicing foul. Full count now, 3-2.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
And a good curveball gets him swinging for out number 1.
I think that curveball is a big reason why he's able to turn things around in this start after a rough beginning. It's got some good bite to it. So that tells me he's doing a nice job of snapping it off out front. Really finishing that pitch like you're supposed to.
So up to the plate next will be Jose Altuve, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The 1-0 home. 1-1 the count now. Two balls and a strike to Jose Altuve.
2 balls, 1 strike.
This one's outside. Quite a bit off the plate that time.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Inside with the fastball, and he works the base on ball.
Well, you never want to issue a free pass if you can help it, but when a hitter like that digs in, you'd rather he's standing at first than driving a ball out of here and erasing your one-run lead.
Now here comes the Arizona skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So he'll head to the dugout after working just 4 in the third, not enough to qualify for the victory, as his bullpen will have to go a long way to hang on to the lead. Corbin Martin enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with 1 out in the inning.
Corbin Martin.
Yordan Alvarez will be the first to greet him here as he'll stand in with a runner at first and 1 away. He's set. Here it comes. This one's smoked the other way. High and deep to left. Goodbye, home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. 34 home runs now on the year. As they will take the lead here, it's now a 5-4 ball game. George Springer. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Now this one's crushed. Left field line. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. It's out of here. A solo home run here off the bat of George Springer. Home run number 15 for him thus far, and it's now 6-4.
Excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
3 runs already home here. 2 balls and a strike. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Hard hit at third. And that's through for his first base hit in this one.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
So a runner at first with 1 man gone, and the former #1 overall pick in American League Rookie of the Year, Carlos Correa, bats next. over to the bag, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one.
He struggled a bit coming out of the bullpen here, so he needed that strike. Maybe it settles him down a little bit.
Runner at first here, one man out. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Sent on the ground out to second. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
That's just an excellent job by the batter right there. 3 pitches on the outer half of the zone. Didn't try and do too much. Kept the front hip in. Kept the front shoulder in. Played with the opposite side of the field. Quality AB.
So here's Yuli Gurriel as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Gurriel behind a ball and 2 strikes. And this is on the ground to short. Could be 2. To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. 5 innings complete. It's the Astros 6 and the Dimondbacks 4. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, David Peralta.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0 home. Hit sharply on the ground, and that's through for a hit.
Hey, another leadoff knock right there. This game has been full of offense, full of traffic on the base pass. Let's see who's going to get that big double in the gap to clear him.
In now, Eduardo Escobar. This will lay off a slider too low, ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The 1-0 pitch. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
He's ready. Now the pitch. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Fouled off. Lofted in the air out toward right center. On the move is Reddick. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the catcher, Stephen Vogt.
At the plate, Stephen Vogt. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Count 1-0.
Runners on first with 1 down. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Fouled away. The 2-1. Peralta's on the move. Swing and a ball line softly down the right field line. Foul. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
To the plate now, Kevin Crone, as he'll take a look at ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Ready with the 1-0. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. A runner on first with 2 away. There's ball 2 as the slider dips below the zone. Called strike that time, and it's even at 2-2. And with just 5 2/3 innings under his belt, he's about to hit the century mark in his pitch count now.
Yeah, Matty V, and the way baseball is played these days, it's about 6 innings or 100 heaves, and you're pretty much looking for that bullpen. And D-roll right.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 1 left for the Diamondbacks. Score remains steady at 6-4. Bottom of the 6th inning on its way, but first, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I discussed the Astros offense with Houston's manager, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Looking at the numbers, they currently have 4 hits coming from at-bats where they were behind in the count. That indicates that these guys are absolutely battling at the plate and making it very difficult for the opposition to get them out.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring in the first-year catcher, Corey Lee. And the pitch.
Count 1-0.
And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
3-0 to him now. Now the pitch. And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Kyle Tucker will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. First pitch of the at-bat. Nobody out, runner on first. Runner goes for second. He swings and misses, throw down. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
Well, this pitcher's out there just trying to get hitters out, and he's having a hard time doing that. So as a base runner, that's a good time to try to steal some bases. He's probably not as focused on controlling the running game as he should be.
Working for the punch out and the offering. He pulls this one into right, and that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head, one hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
So here's Josh Reddick as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The 1-0 home.
Tough situation for him right here. I mean, he's got an open base, so he doesn't have to give in to this guy, but there's definitely danger looming on deck, so you can't just completely work around him either.
And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. The 2-1 home is in there for the second strike.
We're going to count 2-2.
Here now the 2-2. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. Runners at second and third here, nobody out. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
The 3-2 pitch. And this one misses for ball 4, and now that'll load him up here with nobody out.
Right about now, the manager's questioning his decision to bring this guy in. If you can't trust a reliever to throw strikes, you can't trust him at all. We'll see if he comes to get him sooner than later.
Striding in once again, Jose Altuve. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Here's the first pitch to him.
Pitcher on the mound has to find a way to minimize damage right here. Got to believe he's willing to trade 2 outs for a run.
Tight spot, bases loaded, nobody out. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And the curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
And this is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think he can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good, high, hard fastball.
So now to the plate, Yordan Alvarez. No balls and 1 strike. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Boy, I love the way he's competing out there on the mound right now. He's got a chance to rack back-to-back Ks with 2 runners in scoring position. He's not giving in at all.
0-2, here it comes.
The count is 1-2.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, got to feel like it's a win for the offense.
The 2-2. Right side, hit hard. And he has delivered one of the biggest at-bats of the afternoon as he cashes in with a base hit. And the run is in to score from second. That makes it an 8-4 ball game.
Hey, guys, he doubled up on that breaking ball. The batter obviously timed the first one. Second one, he was not going to let go. Good wood on that one, able to drive it for a base hit.
Mike Leake is on out of the bullpen now as he gets to work in his 60th game of the season.
Number 8, Mike Leake.
George Springer will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here, a solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. From the stretch. Runners are at the corners with one man out. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. Now a 9-4 ball game.
Dan, with that single, he's now 3/4 of the way to hitting for the cycle. Toughest one still on the shelf, though. He's got to get it triple.
Yeah, that dude said it, D-Row. That's one of those that's either got to hit right down the line or one of those tweeners in the gap. He has enough speed, so if he can find a gap or find one down the line, maybe he can do it, and he's going to at least get one more at bat in this one.
Popped him up. Vogt is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Carlos Correa.
So next to swing the bat will be Carlos Correa. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. He's set and the pitch. In there, strike one. Leake typically throws a lot of strikes coming in out of the bullpen, resulting in low walk totals, although he has been snake bitten by the home run ball at times in the past.
One of the keys for this guy, Matt, is not being afraid to attack the strike zone. With that said, he is prone to giving up the home runs. I think one of the cause of that, Matty V, he leaves a lot of pitches up in the strike zone. He needs to be down in the zone when he's effective.
Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2. 2 down, runners at first and second. Swung on and chopped up the middle. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. Digging in, Yuli Gurriel. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they can get out of this jam, though.
Here comes the first pitch.
Ball, that's outside.
The 1-0. Misses, ball 2.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
Well, that's just not a good look for the guy on the mound. Bases loaded. You expect him to bear down and really fight to get an out, but instead, he walks home a run on 4 pitches.
Stepping up now, Corey Lee. No hits to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. And here's a ball hit in the air. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So 4 score in the inning, but it could have been much, much worse as they wind up leaving the bases loaded. 7th inning coming up. Houston leads this one 10-4. Rogelio Armenteros is on his way into the ballgame now as he'll be making his 50th appearance of the year.
Rogelio Armenteros.
Next will be the designated hitter, Jake Lamb. He'll be tasked with starting things as we begin the 7th.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
No balls and a strike to count. The windup and the 0-1. A bouncer to the left side. Bregman has it. And the throw on to first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. 1 away.
Second baseman, Ildemaro Vargas.
Ready now, Ildemaro Vargas. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. First pitch on its way.
No, that's down.
1 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Here it comes.
Ball 2. I got to count 2-2. Count is 3-2.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
Altuve at second. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Now back.
Good range shown off into the hole right there. That's not an easy play, but these guys make it look that way sometimes.
Back to the top spot in the Arizona lineup now, and stepping in, Alec Thomas. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. And the pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he'll try to hold back on the pitch inside, but he pretty clearly broke the plane that time. It's strike 2. is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but on hit right now, I'm still sitting on that heater.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Tucker waits on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Diamondbacks down in order, and that's not what they needed, down 10-4. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Kyle Tucker. Here's the first pitch to him. In there at the knees, strike 1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2. 3-2 now. Due next is Josh Reddick as he gets ready in the on-deck circle. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. Throw, got him, and that's a gorgeous play.
Now batting, the right fielder, Josh Reddick.
Next up for the Astros, Josh Reddick. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. The 0-1 on its way. Line drive, base hit to right.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
Into the box now, Jose Altuve, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0-for-3 in the game so far. The 1-0 is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
2-0 count, and the pitch lifted in the air out towards left center. Peralta is under it. 2 gone.
Up next to the Astros, the designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez.
Now the Astros designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez. In his last appearance, he singled home a pair of runs. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Hey, I'm surprised he went to that spot in his zone. This guy's known for being a down and in hitter. Don't expect too many pitches going in that spot.
2 out with the man at first. Hit hard on the ground to short, and that's in there for a base hit, his 3rd hit of the game.
Now batting, the center fielder, George.
Merrill Kelly comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Number 29, Merrill Kelly.
At the plate, George Springer. A shot down the first baseline. Oh, what a stop. It's there. He got him. That was exceptional. He got the out and prevented the runner from having a chance to score. Another look at the fine play at first that concludes matters here in the inning. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Now at the plate, Nick Ahmed. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame.
The shortstop, Nick Ahmed.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make him try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
And he lays off for ball 1. Right there at the belt, 1-2 now.
Not likely to see a fourth fastball in this situation. I'm going to eliminate the fastball if I'm at the plate right here.
The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Well, this has been a bullpen game for some time now, but let's go back and review the performances of the two starters, neither of whom turned in an outing to remember. So striding forward now, Ketel Marte. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one. Got him out on his front foot there as it swung on and missed for strike one. And he lays off the pitch down and away. Ball two. Bases are empty, one man out. Fastball is looked at for strike two. High in the air into shallow left center. And he will make the play out there, and there are two away now.
Up next for the Dimondbacks, the left fielder, David Peralta.
So now it'll be the four-hole hitter, David Peralta. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. Here comes the first pitch. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Good changeup, and it's 0-2.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
0-2 count, and the pitch.
Hey, last two pitches back to back, off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
Swing and a ground ball to third. A dive, but it's in and out of the glove, and the inning will continue. And he won't risk the long throw across. He'll hang on to it. It's an infield single.
That's a nice piece of hitting right there, Dan. He went heater up in the zone and then tried to drop the off speed, but he was on it.
Boy, Mark, that's the oldest trick in the book, right? You use one pitch to set up the other. This guy wasn't having any part of that.
Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1. This is swung on and hit to Altuve at second. On to the first baseman, Gurriel, and that will end the inning. One left for Arizona, and that's not what they needed, down 10-4. In now, Alex Bregman. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. In there, 0-1. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Now the pitch. Hit down the third baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2.
Oh, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
Thomas is there to put it away for out number 1.
Boy, sometimes they say you hit it hard, good things will happen. Well, that's not the case right there. That was a bullet that just stayed up and is caught in the outfield.
Stepping into the box, Carlos Correa. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. First delivery to him on the way. A ball and no strikes. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. Here's the pitch.
I got 2-1 to count.
The count now at 2-2. 1 out, nobody on. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. Full count still. He'll try it again, 3-2. And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
Now batting, Yuli Gurriel. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball 1. Let's go. Wait for the pitch.
Now the 1-0. Slow roller down the third baseline. Runners on first with 1 down. Line to the right side, and that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
Stepping in now, Corey Lee, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed, strike 1. One and 2 now. Has a look, now the pitch. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Looked like he was a little over-aggressive there to throw that nasty curveball. Just needs to slow his delivery down a bit.
First and second now, 1 man out. Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down.
That's a pretty sad attempt at hitting a baseball right there. No doubt he was completely fooled because that was a curveball and it looked like he was late on a curveball. That tells me he gave up on it right till the very end, and obviously there was nothing he could do at that point.
Into the box, Kyle Tucker. High and deep to center field. Racing back to center fielder. Still going back. And that baby's gone. So a 3-run blast to deep center here. His second home run of the game as they push this lead up to 9 now. This one has turned into a slugfest of Ruthian proportions. 7 combined big flies. You guys remember seeing anything like that in a while?
Yeah, Matty, it's scorching out right now. They always say when the weather gets hot, the ball starts traveling. Dan, what's your take?
That's exactly what happens, D-Road. Come out of spring training in a lot of the places, it's a little damp, it's a little cold. But when it starts to heat up and get hot and humid, it definitely plays right into the hands of the hitters, and they're taking advantage of the conditions today.
Yohan Lopez comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. In now, Josh Reddick. 0-1 the count. As we near the end of this one, I think it's safe to say that the story of the game has undoubtedly been the long ball. Guys, what do you think about what we've witnessed?
Well, as a former offensive player, I absolutely love it. Kudos to both lineups for doing absolute damage today. One of the most fun watches of the year.
You know, D-Row, what this shows me is this new age way of guys.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So they get 3 runs on 2 base hits, with one of them being the big home run. 9th inning coming up. The Astros on top, 13-4. Into the box now, Stephen Vogt starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
First delivery to him on the way. He pulls this one into right. Reddick is there. One quick out to start inning number 9.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Standing in, Kevin Crone. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. One ball and 1 strike to the Diamondbacks first baseman. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Outside, 2-1. Now the pitch. Taken, strike 2 called, and it's even at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind the count 3-2.
Now the payoff pitch home. Here's a ball swung on and lofted in the air out toward right center. There to play it is Springer, and that's out number 2.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Jake Lamb.
At the plate, Jake Lamb. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball, that's inside.
1-1. Pulled high in the air out to right field. He's got it, and the Astros have earned a sweep here in this brief 2-game series as this ball game is over.
Wow, a 9-out save. That's 3 full innings. You don't see that very often these days. It's awfully nice to have a guy in the back end of your bullpen that can pitch that kind of work.
13-4 the way this one ends. The Houston Astros used the nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Justin Verlander picks up his team-leading 13th win. Corbin Martin permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. Rogelio Armenteros takes the rare 3-inning save, his 3rd of the campaign. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian, we all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
4 hours and 1 minute. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.